Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wired Gaming. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully we're all good and are having a great day. Today we want to talk about something that is a little bit controversial in the Generation Zero community, and especially in my comments. My comments are 50-50 with this subject. So today I want to put my thoughts out there, and I would love feedback in the comments. No arguments, for God's sake, but lots of feedback in the comments, and just let me know what you guys think. I will be down in the comments, active on it as well, and replying to you all. But this is all about weapons. DLC weapons in particular. We have a lot, and I mean a lot, of DLC weapons in this game at the moment. And there doesn't seem to be an end in sight for those DLC weapon packs. We've had US Pack 1, US Pack 2, Russia Pack. We've had the Resistance weapons. There has been a lot of weapon packs. Let's just leave it at that. But my comments are split in the middle. Some people love them, and some people think there are too many weapons in this game. What is that old phrase? Too many cooks spoil the pot, or something along them lines. I don't know. Too many pots spoil the cook. I don't know. There's a lot of the spoons in the food, and the food don't taste good. Something along them lines. I don't know. But I personally love the updates. The regular updates is something a little bit more to do. But I'm not a fan. Well, I am a fan of the weapons because they're enjoyable and they're fun to play with. But they don't last very long for me, because at the moment, experimental weapons are the best that you can get. And that is just flat out the way it is. Some people do prefer to use other weapons for a different playstyle, that's fine. I think that's a very cool way of doing it. But for me personally, and if you are a player out there that's like me, I like to get out there, destroy the machines, get my loot, and move on to the next fight. That's my playstyle majority of the time. I do have moments where I like to sit back, be stealth, and enjoy the environment of the game. But a lot of the time I like to just go in and blow stuff up. That's the fun, right? The combat in the game is so beautiful. The explosions, the gunfighting, it's all absolutely brilliant. And I love to experience that. And I know a lot of other players do as well. But with these updates that are coming out, these weapons only go to 5 crown. So the 6 crown weapons that we've got are and will always be the best until we see some more 6 crowns. With that being said, I do not, under any circumstances, think that experimental weapons should be released as a DLC. I think experimental weapons should always be base game. If you want to do some experimental variants, then I don't know. It really is a tough one. I don't think they should be locked behind a paywall at all, not experimental weapons, because they do change the landscape and combat so damn much. But at the moment, the weapons that we've got just don't cut it for me. I'll go out, I'll grind for them, I'll get all the 5 crown variants, and then they will go into my plunderer. That's the way it is for me. And I know a lot of other people are like that as well. And at the moment as well, I see a lot of people saying that as much as I love the weapon packs, I'm not farming the same machines that we've been farming for X amount of time to get them. Which, that's fair enough. We have had new machines, so I do appreciate that. I think the new machines are very cool. But a lot of people don't want to fight machines that we've got on the same areas that we've seen for weapons that they're going to use a couple of times and then put them away, if that makes sense. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm slating the game, because I'm not. That's not an intention at all. This is just my thoughts, and from a lot of comments that I've seen, thoughts of a lot of people as well. So, I have 12 DLC weapons, and that's including the new pack as well, and obviously the pitchfork and the handgun. So, that's a lot of weapons. Although they do all come with attachments, which does give us something else to go out there and fight for, it's the only thing that I think I've actually stuck with using, mainly because of how quick it is and fun it is just to go around and take out the little dudes, is the Com 10. Anything else, I don't really use very often. I know some other people will say, well, I use them all the time. That's fine. Everybody has a different playstyle. I do get a lot of comments saying, no, especially with the resistance bow that I was using in, I think it was Thursday's video. A lot of people said that, that's for stealth. Great. That's fine. But I don't like playing stealth very often. So I will use it for the explosive arrows and going in and going nuts. I mean, I think once I've got the 5 crown variants, they'll be a little bit more hard hitting, but they still don't match up to the experimental weapons. Even the experimental Glock 17, which is a handgun, does a little bit better than some of these weapons down here. I mean, the ATWAD, it's fun to use, sounds good, same as all the other guns. They're very pretty, they sound cool, but they just don't cut it against the big badass experimental weapons that we've got. A prime example of content that could come to this game, as many people have pointed out, and what we were hoping to see, and I genuinely thought we would see it very early on, is one of the 3 islands opening up. As you can see here, this island and this island, roughly around the same size as Himfo. That was a big update with so much content to it. It went on for so long, there was so much to do, there were so many new missions, so many new places to explore, loads of collectibles, new machines, the whole 9 yards. There was a lot of brilliant stuff in that, and I absolutely loved it, as I know many other people did. Same with the Phoenix update, the Phoenix Rising update. So many new missions, this whole coast revamped with loads of control points and loads of other funky stuff. And bits to explore, just new things to find and new collectibles. Now, I know we did get that with the Russian update, with loads of funky new bits around this area here, and along with the base assault update, we got some new Russian camps and Russian outposts, which they are all very cool. I'm not saying that the recent updates are not good, because they are all brilliant, but I think what we really need is something with a bit more substance. So alongside the new islands, there are several things that they could add as DLCs. Because obviously DLCs pay the team's wages. So they need some form of DLC, which I am completely okay with. Doesn't bother me at all. Whatever pack they throw out there, even if it is weapons, I will pay it because I would like to support the team. And the team are amazing. They've done a great job. But there could be other ways to do it. So many other ways to add new weapons. There could be so many different little DLCs that they put out. I mean, I do like the base support pack. I think they're quite cool. They were very cool. That it was only 1 DLC, I think it was, but that was very good. Although I think the base in assaults and base support in general is a whole other video that I'd like to cover at a later date, but I'm not going to go into that today. And there are all sorts of different little bits that they could do. Weapon skins. I'd love to see weapon skins, and I know it's a small thing, and it could be a collectible, but if it's just to help the team out, a pack of, say, 3, maybe 6 skins, 2 or 3 quid, or, I don't know, a quid per 2 skins, or it might be a dodgy one, or even outfits. They did, obviously, some outfits back at the start of the game. There's not really that many out there now, but rather than having to actually go out and find the outfits, I would like to pay for those and then have them. I don't want to have to find outfits. That's not something that I'd like to search for. Other people may feel differently, that's just my personal preference. But aside from just general DLCs, obviously everybody wants to see new weapons. They could add weapons in through sort of weekend events or something like that. I know it's probably a big thing to actually set up, but like, I don't know, like they do on Second Extinction, with like resurgence events or something. So there's a region that's full of machines. You go in there, take out so many machines. As a community, everybody gets a special weapon or something like that. But there's loads of different ways that they could go about adding new weapons without them being paid DLCs. New weapons, nah, great. But like I said at the start of the video, experimental weapons is what we need. So many more experimental weapons. So I guess the question really is, I know it's a bit of a shorter video than what we'd normally do, but the question really is, are there too many guns in Generation 0? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear it. We are going to wrap it up for today. Today, that is it from me. I want to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody that's watched and that it supports the channel. If you'd like to support the channel a little bit further, consider checking out the members. And if you want to see more from me or the Generation Zero team, check out my Discord, their Discord, and our socials that are all in the description below. For today, though, I've been Wired, you've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Wednesday with some more Generation Zero.